Hey, I'm Ann Russell Webb, and the school I have chosen for my future kindergartner to attend would be the Montessori school. The first question on Blackboard says, "What are the things you would be looking at the ideal kindergarten for your child?" And I said that I'm looking for a school where the teachers are able to give my child the attention they need to be nurtured and grow and develop into who they are to be. And they're really able to help them learn the foundations, the base foundations of education to the best of their ability. And there's freedom in learning, and it's such a sweet time for children to grow at those ages, at young ages. So I would love a place that just lets them be children, and simplistic childlike play would be awesome. And I think the Montessori school really is able to offer that. The second question says, which approach did you choose and why? And like I said, I chose the Montessori school because first and foremost, I knew a lot of people, or I babysat for a family or two that had gone to Montessori schools growing up, and their feedback was always so positive, and it was really cool to see the growth of the child over the years and just their curiosity for life, and just how much it impacted them and how positive they felt about Montessori schools and their educations. And I think references are really important when you're choosing, especially if it's going to be your child. And I just feel good about the families that I trust loving it so much. And I also really love that it is self-paced and helps the child grow on an individual level. I was someone who grew up with a reading disability, so it was really hard for me to learn with textbooks when I'm a usual hands-on or visual learner. So I love that Montessori schools cater to all types of learning abilities. I love that it's self-paced and no child gets left behind. And it has creative and collaborative play. That's really important to me. And I love that it's a private education. I always had a private education, and I think that I don't know, I like I just said, I wouldn't know how to compare to public education, but it really worked well for me, so I think that's great. But I also love that Montessori school can easily be integrated into a faith-based program. I always went to schools, or a lot of the times I went to schools that had religion principles, and I just would love for my child to grow up around that, as I did. And I love that, another question says, well, I guess I answered. Okay, what is your criticism of the approach you chose? So Montessori schools are elementary through middle school, and it's such a neat program, but I think that I probably would only send my child through maybe like later elementary school, or even early, like maybe through third grade, just because I think it is important to also have the just normal high school experience, if my town that I lived in provided that, because one day they'll get to college. And while Montessori school just is so important for like the foundation of the child's education, I feel like they are able to take those tactics, like the hands-on learning where they are counting with numbers by beads, or just like self-paced, self-driven, how they are responsible for cleaning up after themselves. I feel like they can take those tactics and apply them to normal, like, high school experience, just because I think that they could get left behind if they were like just thrown into a school where they maybe didn't have that extra time or that one-on-one assistance. So maybe just like a gradual change of schooling. That would be my criticism. But other than that, I really think it's fascinating, Maria Montessori's methods and how they have lasted over the years. And I think that while there's much time for me to decide, I think that that would be a great option for my kindergartner one day.